You can sleep. Side hand, I'll be that too. Because chicks are young and this chick is old. So I'll be the side hand. Thank you, Reggie, for correcting her. I will be the side chick. The mistress, the side chick, the hand. It's whatever. I mean, name calling is what y'all do.
Good morning, Bougie Gang. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody is here for a good Sunday morning Kiki Fest. Okay, but hey, I just want to warn anybody, this is the one and only trigger warning. If you are sensitive in your feelings, if you're associated with these people, you might want to leave, okay? This is your warning. This is the one and only. If this is about you, it's not for you, okay? Watch at your own risk, okay? The risk of your feelings. If you're already in your feelings, watch something else. Okay? Period. Beauty is her name. Good morning. Got here La Primera. Okay? Good morning. The first. Okay? Good morning. Hi, Butterfly. Hey, Boo. What's going on? And Sham B82. They got here 1, 2, 3 first. Okay? This is nothing new, y'all. We've been running the he don't want you boo boo for a long time, okay? He don't want you boo boo. He don't want you boo boo. Now, I am not a relationship guru, but I do know a thing or two or three. So this might sound like a little bit of relationship advice today. Don't get it twisted. I've just, I've learned a thing or two or three or four in my lifetime. So we might talk a little relationship because this is on some thirsty side chick. He don't want you boo boo. It's all of that. It's so much and so embarrassing. He don't want, you know what? And for some people, he don't want you boo boo might be bad news, but really and truly, he don't want you boo boo is actually really good news. That's an opportunity to pick up your face and pick up your pride and save yourself the embarrassment of he don't want you boo boo. Okay. Especially when he's a user. Okay. Soul Power, thank you so much. Soul Power just came out the gate, period. Like, thank you so much for supporting and gifting some friends. Okay. First thing, we got Gail 8611. We got Keisha Girl 70. We got is it Salty Ain't So No. Okay. We got Chi-Town CPA, and we got Coffee Conversations. Okay. Guess what? You all got gifted, and the beautiful Soul Power 9570. Soul Power, are you Virgo? Is that September 5th, 70? Are we 70 sisters? Are you guys, in case you did not know, it's Virgo season. Yes, it's Virgo season. If you felt the shift,
Look at somebody and tell them,
if you
believe
felt the
I
shift
will.
in the atmosphere,
Anybody got a
you weren't
praise?
wrong. Okay.
Listen,
It might have been that autumnal equinox. It could have been a few things, but baby, it's just plain old Virgo season. Okay. Yes. Let the
hallelujah.
birthdays begin. Okay. August birthdays, August Virgos. Happy birthday.
God's been good. God's been
Hey.
too good to me. God's been too good to me. Believe I shout. Believe I shout. Believe I shout. Believe I shout. He healed me. He healed me. He broke me. He told me. He kept me. Never left me. Believe I will. Believe I will. Believe I will. I shout now. Shout. 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 Shout.
Okay. Y'all. Okay. This call was kind of funny. I enjoyed it. Um, it wasn't anything new. I mean, even though it was kind of like a hee hee haw haw, it was very funny, but it was giving like, Sonia, seriously? Is this what we're doing? Is this what we were doing? Are these the calls you wanted Shay so desperately to play? Number one, if we hadn't heard 50, 11 times, they're not playing all the calls. They're not playing all of the jail calls. They don't play them all. They're not playing them in order. They never played the call when we were flirting. They never played the calls when we talked about dating. There was one or two calls where we flirted. There was this, that, and the third. There did, but they don't know it's not accurate. They're manipulating my face. They're trying to make me look ugly. My hair is so long. I hope Shay finds every single embarrassing phone call and puts them right up on extra or the main stage. I want to hear them all. Okay? Even if we got to listen to them in the midnight hour. Okay? Every embarrassing beg fest of, why don't you flirt with me? He doesn't flirt with you because he don't like you like that. He doesn't flirt with you because, ma'am, he's married. He's married at this moment and he's going to hang up with you and call his wife. That's why. He's got to call Shirley. They're not over yet at this moment. She's still praying for him and he's still looking for a coin. He still needs her information to get out. He's telling Dion to go buy her donuts and flowers. That's why he's not flirting with you, because it's on a recorded line. Do we remember that? It's on a recorded line, ma'am. Listen.
Okay then. Okay then.
What's that mean? In 2 weeks I get some?
I don't know nothing about that. I mean, I'm on recorded line, so I don't know what you're saying. Sorry. I can't even get to that far. Nothing about that. I mean, I'm on recorded line, so I don't know what you're saying. Sorry. I can't even get to that far. Yeah. Sorry. Yep. So anyway.
Wow.
I got you. I feel you on that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. What kind of shirt you got on now? What is it?
Goodbye.
So embarrassing. So does that mean in 2 weeks I get some? No. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. What a bad day for you. What a bad, embarrassing day for you. So embarrassing. Oh my God. see what you guys are saying. What a pathetic day for you. Begging a guy behind bars, doing county jail time, waiting in his 50s, married to multiple females, in on bigamy charges. Well, he didn't have the bigamy charges, but fast forward, he will. He didn't have the sexual assault charges, but fast forward, he will. But multiple dishonesty crimes, including theft by deception, theft by taking, false statements, identity fraud, all of the things. So many undesirable elements for a grown ass man who allegedly drives a Rolls Royce. That's embarrassing, baby. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Okay. All the while begging. It's awful. It's just awful. Isn't it? It's just awful. Someone's grandmother. Somebody's grandmother. Yes. You're not flirting with me enough. So, but what is that? I wish Dr. Charles were here. I don't know if she's here or not. Any of my clinical professionals, when what you have to do if you've ever been in therapy, this is the complaint, right? You don't flirt with me enough. You're kind of a put down. It's kind of you're swerving. What does that mean? Really and truly, when I deal with you, it's not being reciprocated. I don't think you like me like I like you. I'm not feeling the return on this relationship, or you activate my insecurities. Rather than pointing a finger, she's not articulating, you know what, I'm insecure. You know what, dealing with a guy who's married is probably not a safe place to be if you're fragile. Because girl, go on Instagram. They get it in over there. So there's plenty of people who don't mind just, almost like being a shareholder. You know what I mean? Like if Nesto was the stock, and you had 10 different look, okay, let me just put it. Neo, let's say, so Neo is one man, right? But he got like about damn 5 women living in that house. They all get a piece. Now, do they all get equal shares? I really don't know. I'm not sure on that. But if you like Neo, you might be able to get some, because sir is he has many women, and they don't mind getting their share of that 100%, right? So they get maybe 5%, 10%, 20%, 30%. They get whatever they get, right? Some people don't mind some people call them a crumb snatcher. I don't know, girl side piece, whatever. Thank you so much, Sagittarius Vibes. Thank you for supporting. Okay, let me blow St. Peter's trumpet for you. Okay. Freedom is coming soon. Sonia wants to be a shareholder. Okay. Or should I say sharecropper? Okay. Is the same. You have a piece of the pie. You get a portion. Nasty dealer. Yes, that's from the Nasty Dealers. Okay. Nick Cannon, Nasty Dealer. Okay. Girl, Donna Trunk, Nasty Dealer. Okay. The Nasty Dealers. Diddy, Nasty Dealer. Those are rich nasty dealers, though. Okay. Nasty. Let me not get all the way into that on today. Y'all not ready for that. Y'all not ready for that type of lip service on a Sunday. That type of reaction. I'm just kidding. This is going downhill very quick. No, I'm just kidding. Morting, good morning. Salt and pepper tresses. Yes. Okay. Delulu. Yes, Delulu. That was a day that she should have said, Ninja, I purchased you. Though I put the coins on the books and all those glasses I purchased for you. She's done more than most. I mean, look, more than most in the sense that most have done absolutely nothing. You have a few of the guy friends, Dre and Lamont, who talked to him for, many times. His son, Dion. You've got Laverte, who will pick up the phone. You've got Daryl, who came by 2 times. And then you've got Sonia putting in overtime. And you've got Shirley, who dropped major bread so that he could have an attorney. But like it's interesting, and you guys know this. Sometimes people with no money don't know how to spend it. Okay. And Nesto, I don't care. His businesses were not successful. His businesses were not solvent. He might have had a fleet of cars. Where'd the fleet of cars go? Do we even see repossessions? Did we even see, we don't know where those cars are. We don't know if he owned those cars, if those cars were leased, if those cars were purchased. We don't know, but there's never been one business meeting with his wife of record, outside of Edith, exclusive of Edith, right? Specific to Shirley, about anything that had to do with any of these businesses. Nothing. There's just been nothing. According to the documents, they're shell companies. So there's nothing going on here. Not to mention, and maybe because he wasn't the registered agent for the security company. And as far as the barbershop had been closed. Okay. But this is also another thing in the whole lie fairy tale of how they met, looking for some real estate. How do you meet somebody walking into a real estate situation and asking them, are they a pimp? Can someone drop an answer to that? Does anybody have I'm going to give y'all a minute.
Okay then.
So that mean in 2 weeks I get some?
I don't know nothing about that. I mean, I'm on recorded line, so I don't know what you're saying. Sorry. I can't even get to that far. Nothing about that. I mean, I'm on recorded line, so I don't know what you're saying. Sorry.
Well, he doesn't know what they did with them because it wasn't a company. He doesn't know. Maybe the people who were driving those cars took them, wrapped them, and they're on his credit or they're on someone's credit. You know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows? Okay. I think the cars were shelled under the register. Yeah. So if Brianna didn't allow them to be not to say allowed them, but they could have been, if they were actually paid for, because some of the cars were not new. They were already had some years on them. It's just that style car, the body hasn't changed in a long time, subtle changes, but nothing significant to say, oh girl, that's a way older model. But yeah, the businesses, I'm sure they'll detail some of that, but Will Wooten went in depth on the fact that these were shell companies. Sonia is only there because she has ulterior motives, not to mention she's assisted in running everyone else away. So what would some of her ulterior motives be? Because he doesn't have anything. I think one of her ulterior motives, or really not even ulterior motives, I think just one of her MOs, if you will, is the fact that she needs to be in control of the situation, and how better to control a feral man is to lock him up. And one that has nothing to do with his family and friends. So he's feral. He's under lock and key, and you're bending over backwards to do everything for him, and then highlighting when the people in his life are coming up short, and then enhancing it, magnifying it. See how they don't do anything? See how they didn't show up? I'm finished with them. I'm not calling those people anymore. They didn't do anything. They're not. I'm the only one here for you. Good thing I came around, because you'd have been dead in the water. She wants him to be her raggedy man. Yep. Because she needs attention. He doesn't have anybody else. So yeah. I think she likes the attention. Absolutely. But she wants the attention she wants. She wants, you fine, you pretty. Thank you for them pretty titties. I can't wait to get some good ass meow, all of those things. That's what she wants on the phone calls. So really, it's to get a lick back? You think she's waiting to get a lick? Ulterior motive is to get him back for ghosting her after he screwed her. Or telling her after he screwed her he was married, maybe? She's doing what Nesto did to Shirley. Expand on that a little bit more. Tell us your thought. She's doing what Nesto did to Shirley. Like a gaslight? Because what Nesto did to Shirley was spend her check and run around. What is she doing? Expand on that so we can get your full. I mean, I hear you. I would just love to understand just a little more. I'm sure that Erica King has the deeds on the car situation. If she had them, then the police would have them. But Erica wasn't the registered agent. It was a lady named Brianna, and she's in the paperwork, but she's not a co-conspirator. She may very well be a victim as well. We'll find out when and if this ever goes to trial. Now, as far as the titles on the cars, there could have been washed titles because Erica King, that was some of her business. That was some of the things that she did. And also some of the things that they found when they raided her house were titles and VIN information and Secretary of like Georgia seals and things like that, title information. So that's very well possible, but I don't know that she has them. But it's possible. You never know. I mean, they wouldn't call it a shell company for no reason. So definitely, that's interesting. Yes. Geriatric teenager. The ulterior motive was to be in proximity of Shirley. With Shirley. She is a total stalker. She wants to be in the story. Okay, so for a social media storyline, for some drama, for some social media drama credibility, Sonia is that petty side chick that will show and tell the wife everything. Wooten knows it all. I believe that. Did you mean deeds or deets? We mean it all. For cars, I think they're titles. But she probably meant titles as far as the Carfax are concerned. Oh, you think she wanted to be near Shirley? It may not have even been Shirley. It could have been even been further. It could have been proximity to Steve Harvey, because he's the real money and visibility. I mean, Shirley is definitely notable. But who knows? I don't know. That might be one of those things we'll never know. This is the most relevant Sonia has ever been in her entire life. That's why she's holding on. She's someone who survives off outside validation and this gives her that in some odd way. I don't even think it's in some odd way. If this is what gives her validation, then that's what it would be in some odd way if it were like somebody normal, but for someone not normal, yes, absolutely. Let's see. He should have the RICO charges for the shell companies alone. That might be additional people, because all of those, then that would mean some of his agents would be co-conspirators. That would well, and they wouldn't even they could be victims, they could be witnesses, they could be lots of different things. We're gonna have to see how this thing opens up. Is the RICO gonna go in the direction that we think it is? Because Erica's the only one that we know of convicted. There's possibly other co-conspirators, because they named one and one unnamed, and then or unnamed number one. We'll have to see. I mean, it's definitely, I'm interested to hear, I would just hate to be disappointed, like, okay, is this real? So this is all it was? Okay. But we'll see how it opens up, and is there something much bigger here? But Nesto would know that by now. I mean, they have the discovery. They should have an idea, at least, even if he's not articulating it. And we've seen some of the information, some of the discovery that's been added, or some of the information that Will Wooten plans to use. So it's interesting. Okay, mesmerized. Let's see. She's leading Nesto to believe she's all he needs, and plus she has nothing else to do. Okay. So it's a derivative of her low self-esteem and control issues and all of those things, but nothing more sinister than that, other than just using him because he's available and he's an ear and all of those things. This is the biggest thing she's ever had in her life. Okay. Details about the situation, that's all. She's always said she dealt with youngins. She thought she hit a come up with him. Well, she's known for 3 years now that it's not. I mean, she had to have known. She knew, I would say she knew within at least 6 months that Nesto had no money. I think the first 6 months that we heard them talking, he was talking all big and bad, and that was before he had any sort of a bond available. And as the bonds started to register on the various cases and charges, once he had almost a clear pathway to potentially walking out, it became obvious that he had no money. Right? Because then it was, okay, Shirley, he had already messed up with Shirley. Whomever was supposed to come through as the anonymous benefactor, donor to his, that basically went away. Dre or whomever potentially putting up their house, that was clearly a no-go. and this phony baloney land that he talked about, trying to have the lawyer broker the G-Wagon that was seized and try to get that back. That was a done data. That clearly wasn't happening. The lawyer wasn't interested, and it may not have been his property to be able to sell, because at the end of the day, we saw the document where the VIN number on the G-Wagon that Shirley had a bogus VIN number. So clearly there was something wrong with that Mercedes transaction. Because if you have a car with one VIN number, but it's a phony VIN, then it's chances are that there's some BS, and that those could have been one of those cars that they accused him of transferring from California, because there's that whole thing with him transferring cars from the West Coast and all of that nonsense. What else? I mean, Sonia should have known, like, about whether she thought that Nesto had money or not. She should have known, I would say, in at least 6 months, when money started to become more of an issue, and that he didn't have any. And the people around him that may have a coin or two weren't coming through. They weren't even coming through with $20. Okay. She knows he's guilty as well, but as long as she never admits it, she can remain his savior. Yes. Or just, like, I'm going to help you with your defense. I believe we're going to get to see big booty Lamont, girl, big booty, big hips, take the stand for the state. Child Marjorie would have buried her pretty much. She knows he's guilty. Okay, I think we read that one. She's sick, bamboozled, and still here. But she's not here like she was. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like I don't want to say she's taken a step back, but she's not. I don't see her, you know what I mean? Like, the calls have slowed down. The tablet calls have slowed down. I think Sonia is in love. She wants his man to pick her, and now he has nothing else to choose from. Did Dre ever say he would put his property up on a call? I don't remember. He told someone that his best friend was willing to do something like that. Somebody was willing to do something. I don't know if he ever said it on a call. I don't think so. Not that I recall that. I don't recall Dre ever saying, "I'm coming to get you." I think Dre had questions, and that was when he got mad, because Dre had questions. There was some sort of a call that we heard where there was an anonymous donor or something, and to not worry about bail, that there was some anonymous benefactor or somebody who was going to come through with the bond, and then that, but he never had a clear path to walking out the door. So it was kind of a moot point anyway. No matter who promised to put up anything, it was a moot point, because there was never a time that he actually had a clear path. And at the one time that he did have a clear path, it was like $1.7 million. It was something crazy. And for someone to put up 10 or 15%, he doesn't have that kind of money. He doesn't have Diddy money where it's like, you know what, I'll pay the 10% and not care about never getting it back. It's more so, nobody would have had that to give him. Thank you. Coffee is brewing. I appreciate it. My coffee is still too hot. I don't know what happened. There used to be like this column, and I don't know why it's not showing. Let me see if I do this. Okay, there it is. It's not starring them. That's the problem. Okay. It's like I have to manually start myself. Okay. Thank you, Mesmerized, Miss Mesmerized. Let me drop a on you too. I'm sure Erica King has the deeds on the cars and the situation. Let me start that one. Normally maybe I hit something to not start automatically. That's weird. Okay. You guys know I've been having some strange StreamYard all week. So my bad, y'all. Okay. Okay, let's get into the call. Let's get into it. Thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, he asked about what type of bond, but I don't think he ever offered. Not that I know of. If he ever said anything, maybe it had to come by way of like paper and a stamp and an envelope, or something through Crail Lewis in a private, maybe Crail Lewis. So look at it this way. We were never privy to like Crail and Nesto direct conversations. There were a couple that when Sonia would call on three-way and Crail's like, get me off the phone. Like, I'm hanging up. Like, this is not, like, I don't want to be on a jail call, basically. Not, he didn't say it like that, but lawyer conversations are privileged, and Crail did the right thing by hanging up. There's a call in Members where Dion called Crail, and Crail flipped out, and Crail's like, call me back with him not on the phone, basically, type of thing. It's possible that whatever was said offline, and then Crail, when he contacts Nesto, those are calls that are not privy to the outside. Those are private phone calls. Lamont was the only friend. Lamont said he was going to give him the world. Lamont promised everything. Hey, KK, good morning. I just listened to the call with Dre, and he was asking questions, and Nesto got upset. Yes. That's what really had. So that call led to Sonia saying he was stupid. He's not a good friend. She's finished with him. My sister didn't want to talk to him anyway. That whole thing. And let the truth be told, Dre didn't want to talk to your ratchet sister anyway. So you weren't hurting Dre's feelings. I'm sure Dre seems to have plenty of friends from north, south, east to the west. And he wasn't worried about Sonia Durham's sister. Hey, Keonce. Hey, boo. Lamont promised the sun, the moon. Yes, and women. I think if he had gotten out on bond, he would have run. Possibly, but you got to have money to be on the run, or be smart and resourceful. I don't know, like the guy in New Orleans, the number 10 guy, who's still missing, the guys who broke out of jail. And Antoine Massey, what was his name? Derek, is it Derek Gardner? Derek something. It's Derek something. He's still on the run. He's like 4 months in, and he was awaiting sentencing for 2 murders. And he ran out with the rest of the guys. And he's been Derek Groves, thank you. Is it Groves? But it's Derek for sure. If it's Groves, but you guys know who I'm talking about. Yes, Groves. Okay. Is it common for criminals to have the wife, girlfriend, son, friend to communicate with the lawyer like Nesto had them do on his behalf? Any legal people, any lawyers, paralegals in defense practices? Because baby, I cannot answer that for you. I have no frame of reference for is it common? I think it's very ghetto. It's very ghetto for a guy who has a wife and a girlfriend to have so you have the wife, and then you got the girlfriend on the side, and the family that might turn a blind eye and are friendly with the girlfriend. That's ghetto. But as far as criminals, I'm not sure. Let me see. To communicate with the lawyer. With the lawyer, I don't know. If we have any lawyers in the house, anyone out here living a double life, does that happen often? I don't know. Feel like some people like to keep their information private, so maybe not. Um, girl, I'm not sure. I mean, I've seen in mafia movies like it Goodfellas. Um Goodfellas, it's but in just hood type situation, I think that's just very ghetto. Um for Dion or for anybody in theory, Laverte, anybody like the grown kids to kind of have something to do with the mischief. Yeah, that's ghetto. That's very, very ghetto. Now, Janetta specialty is bankruptcy, but she may have some experience with good old fashioned, I just got arrested. Can you come bond me out type stuff? But I think she does more business, like a business practice in terms of bankruptcies and financial matters. Make sure to check your devices. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure your notifications are set and hit the thumbs up. It depends on the charge and the family. Probably just like a doctor, as long as the person gives consent to give that person information, it would be okay. I almost feel like a doctor would give legal next of kin. If you're single and you got a girlfriend, then that's fine. If you're married, I feel like legal next of kin and then communicating with a girlfriend is probably a bit too much, unless they just thought the girlfriend was just a friend and this is like your support circle and they really don't know too much of your business. But not to say that lawyers don't operate in a certain code of ethics. Maybe some defense lawyers may not care about what you're doing in your personal life. They're just caring about your case. But doctors, I feel like it's a one step higher. Not to say that they all practice within it, but I don't think they would knowingly give like the wife, the girlfriend, the this, the that, unless they just thought it was just a friend or a niece or sister or something like that, and you're lying. I think Dre was really hurt to learn how Nesto really is and how selfish he is. Nesto wanted Dre all in no matter what it cost Dre personally. Well, I think what really bothered Dre, and I don't know if we're going to say hurt or bothered or just needed to know how duplicitous he was in the sense of talking about people who have been there for him, who have wanted to help him, and who did help and even sent what they had. Um, and how he's sitting there saying nobody was doing anything and no one's there for him. Meanwhile, Dre has been there for him, picked up on his phone calls, put money on his books, listened, shared his. Also, I think what had to do with it too was the fact that on a recorded phone line, Nesto sat up there and talked to Sonia and told Sonia his business and told Sonia about going to the woods and told Sonia about his ex-wife situation, what happened, talked about his children, talked about his personal business with that woman over on a recorded jail phone call. So not only are you spreading my business, but you did it on an open jail call. So all of my honeyboos that he was talking to could know his business. And that definitely, I think, made him feel some type of way. On top of the fact you're sitting over here talking about nobody's helping you. So that last time he talked to Dre, and Dre was like, well, I figured I would just let you ask because according to you, nobody's doing anything, nobody's sending anything, nobody's here for you. So instead of me just sending, I figured next time I talk to you, you could just go ahead and ask me. And then he did send it. So the lawyer would bill all those extraneous conversations with all those people, not to include the girlfriend, but that's taking it a little bit too far. I think Dre, okay. It just seems to me that Nesto was even running game and deflection by telling all of them to call the lawyer, talk to your lawyer yourself, running his mouth, that part. Plus, I think Dre was really hurt letting Sonia talk bad about him and not check her. Yeah, that's a running theme. Yeah, because Dion's mad because Nesto lets Sonia talk on him and doesn't check her, right? It was it BC or Krail who said he couldn't deal with the wife and the side hen? I think it was probably both. Sonia was calling BC's office and she said she was a niece or something, and I guess her calls weren't necessary, and I guess it was bothersome. They wouldn't really call her back. Krail wanted to know who she was. Krail was dealing with Sonia a little bit, but he was trying to fish to Sonia to find out who she was. And she was making it seem like she was just a friend. So when he was asking her to go on vacation, she was taken aback. And Nesto never apologized. Well, he did apologize to Dre. He said, if I said, it was a very weak apology, but he did apologize. He said, if I said something that offended you, first he lied and said he never said that. He's, no, nigga, that was you. I heard you say those things. Don't try to play. That was you. And then he said, well, let me call you back. And then I guess he called Sonia. I can't remember. We'd have to go back to that sequence. When he called Sonia, he got off the phone. He called Sonia. He came back. I guess he needed to know that all those calls had hit public. And he did apologize to Dre, but it was on some, apologize if, not so much I apologize that I offended you or that I said things or I was, I was an asshole, any of those, right? I agree, but I couldn't type all that, so I described it as her. Okay, I get you. Nesto running game on everybody. She was calling BC, but she was actively coming on to Krail. Yeah, she's disgusting. A provider would give information to whom you have listed as your emergency contact or on your medical POA. That's where all of the money went to, and those phone calls with Sonia. You said it, Nestos. Yes, he did. He confronted him. Nesto tried to lie, and Dre was like, "No, you said it. I heard you. It was your voice. It was on a call, and that was it." Nesto is functionally illiterate and needs someone to communicate on his behalf because he can't comprehend. Well, it's not even just. I agree with you, but I also think maybe due to him being illiterate, he's unable to really express himself without getting frustrated. But furthermore, he wants to get his lie because Sonia is such a prolific liar and storyteller. He'd rather use Sonia to talk to the lawyer because Sonia is on that capping for that ass. Sonia has several PhDs on cap. And because Sonia is a master at cap defense for side chicks, That's why he wanted Sonya to go run with it and be his mouthpiece, because Sonya is able to come up with those just out the air. She's able to come up with stuff, and I think he likes that. And that's why he put her head of communications because she's able to think of better lies to get him out of the trouble that he got himself into. Best was trying to pimp out Sonya to the lawyer for the nasty walk. And don't forget that nasty walk you got. And he was saying he talked crap because he was triggered off because of the CSAM or the SA charges. He's just not able to defend himself. So if they say, Nesto, tell me about this, that, and the third, he's so frustrated because he probably really, he wants to know what they're saying about him rather than answer to the allegations. Tell me what they're saying about me, and then I'm gonna give you an example. Nesto is that guy that never learns until he's cut off. Then all of a sudden, everyone leaves him when he's in need. Nesto is disrespectful, empty man who thinks the world owes him, trying to scam them. Okay, we're going to get to the call in a second because these are all really good. Okay, I feel like we're caught up. If I missed anybody, my bad, Joe. Let's get into it because it's time.
But me, I get dogged on all the way around. Nasty Nesto. I'm telling folks, man, I ain't dead man with these folks, man. Hold on, no.
What's your name, Nesto? What's your name, Nesto? You know what? You know what?
What?
It's funny that you said that. You just brought back some memories. So when you said that, when I told you, I think on a couple phone calls back. Remember I told you, I said, you know what they call you right here? Yeah, you say what? And I said they call you Nasty Nestos, right? However I said it. So they don't took my voice.
I can speak to that. As to 23 CP 215407 at our last hearing, the state did move to null process or to decline that particular case. We will just revive that case in an indictment.
What's your name, Nesto?
They call me Nasty Nesto.
What's your name, Nesto?
Do you imagine?
Nasty Nesto.
Do you imagine you're sitting in jail? You're accused of some crimes, and your best friend calls you up to tell you that the YouTube streets is roasting you on a daily, and you are sitting there cracking up about it, and it's so funny. And guess what they did? They took our jail calls, everything private we're talking about. Guess what? They put it on some jail calls, and then I go listen to it at my favorites, Nyla and Bougie Gang. And guess what they did? They took my voice and they put it on something. And guess what they call you? They call you.
But me, I get dogged on all the way around. Nasty Nesto.
They call you Nasty Nesto. Do you imagine that your best friend is calling you up to tell you that foolishness, and you're sitting there laughing in the chat rooms with everybody, laughing at me, listening to my private calls while I'm being dragged up and down the internet, and you have the nerve to laugh and think it's funny and tell me about, girl, I would be so pissed. Not that Nesto doesn't deserve it, but in a way, the fact that Dre doesn't understand, like Dre wouldn't be happy if somebody, so let's look at it this way. So Dre's calls are on the internet, right? They're not Dre's jail calls, but they're Dre's calls with Nesto. So Dre was sitting up there laughing at Nesto, talking about they call you Nasty Nesto. But what did the ladies call you that got mad at you because you were talking, Nesto was talking about your love life, and you were talking about your love life to Nesto, and apparently one of your girlfriends heard something about you going on a date, and I guess it wasn't with her, so that was bad. So I guess he figured out, like, it probably wasn't cute to be laughing at the fact that Nesto was being drugged, because not that Dre did get dragged on the internet, but he more so got dragged in his personal life before participating and being friends with creepy Yoki, nasty dealer, nasty Nesto, right? Just saying. There's so many complexities in all of this. There's that jogging pic. Oh, that's the jogging pic he wanted. Oh, I want. She probably deleted it. Hold on.
But me, I just dogged out all the way around. Nasty Nesto. I'm telling folks, man, I ain't did nothing with these folks, man. Hold on, no.
What's your name, Nesto? What's
That's the picture that Nesto wanted. Oh well, she probably deleted it. Oh well. Anywho, okay, let's get into it, guys. Dre learned real quick not to be on that phone. Dre learned real quick. It might be funny, but it's not funny when it becomes when you become the content, right? So he was laughing at Nesto for being out here, but when he was out here and got caught up in some things, he didn't like it very much. And then he did what smart people do. He went to the bushes and hadn't been back since. But Dre, make sure to hit the thumbs up for us, okay? Thank you. Dre got smart with it and he took off. He's like, I'm not. What you want, Nesto? I'm working, Nesto. I'm fine, Nesto. Hey, my friend, could you send me a couple of dollars? Could you send me a few dollars? Okay. All right, let's get into it, guys. Let's go back over here. Okay. All right, let's hear what's happened. I'm sure you guys heard. If you didn't hear this last night, make sure to go and pay our good friends from Phone Calls from Prison, a YouTube channel we love to watch. Which Phone Calls from Prison was it, you ask? It was on the main stage, but what I'm going to say is this: just check my description box. It's always going to be in the description box, and then you don't have to worry your pretty little head about it. Everything you need is right there in the description box. So the appropriate link will be provided. So don't you worry about that. Just go to my description box, and that's Facebook or YouTube. The information's right there. Okay. And make sure to let them know that the friends from RealTalk Bougie sent you over. Okay. Dre just learned to tell other people's business. Okay. He learned to stop. Yeah, he did. He had to learn talking about anything is gonna be online, and that's it. That's all. But it's a good thing Dre knew with his first mind to not get involved in Boney Roney's personal life by trying to date her sister, because the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And these are grown women. This is a grown woman dealing with a man who is married to a public woman, and he's sitting up in the jailhouse. That doesn't scream quality female. So just because she's pretty, most men know, okay, there's got to be some problems. Just like we know, right? You're a certain age and this is your situation. That might be a problem. And of course, nuanced. Single isn't a problem ever, but it's just the nuances of you. You know what I mean? And specifically Dre and whatever he got going on, or just being a confirmed bachelor. The problem could be workaholic, and there's nothing wrong with being a workaholic. There's nothing wrong with wanting to spend a lot of time with your kids, things like that. Sonia is a complete opposite. So she's got her own issues, right? But considering that this is a lady who is openly talking to someone and being very thirsty for this guy it's a little bit of a red flag. Why would I want to talk to her sister? You know what I mean? If she's that pretty, she's that together, she's got all of this going on, why do I need a jail hookup? That doesn't scream quality situation. So I don't know. I think he was smart to not get involved with that, because guess what? All of the cross conversations, everything would have been on the internet. It's a good thing he didn't go for that, because whoever he is talking to would have known all about it. Like, we know that it was in the works and Nesto was trying to hook it up, but Dre, good for him, never took the bait, because Dre was talking to people. He had a couple of ladies he was already dealing with. And guess what? They would have all known that he was talking to Sonya's sister. And when he did talk to Sonya's sister, it never went anywhere. So that was fortuitous for him, right? All right, let's get into it. Just notice the date.
Hello,
The date here is April 26th. Oh, that's one of my sister's birthdays. April 26th, 2023. So that was a little over 2 years ago now. Okay.
prepaid call from an inmate at the Cobb County Adult Detention Facility. To accept this call,
Why did Nesto want to hook them up? That's a good question. I mean, we never really heard that. I think he thought Sonya's sister was pretty. That's one thing he told. She's pretty. He was smitten with Sonya, and he says he loves his best friend. So maybe he's at one of these, let's travel together. You know what I mean? Some people are into that, the couples kind of thing, your best friend, my best friend type thing. I don't know. He never really said, but you may even have a couple that you guys go travel with or best friends with, or your best friend and your husband became best friends. You know what I'm saying? So one of those type of situations.
press 0. To refuse this call, hang up or press. Your current balance is $20.02. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Are you okay? Thank you for
Ew.
using Global
Are
Telling.
you okay?
Yeah, good morning. You still working?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You
Are
said
you?
this went to the doctor.
Huh? No, I already went. Yeah.
You okay?
That's
Let me just say this. Number one, I hope that when Nesto finally makes it to trial, when his attorney gets up there and tries to say how Nesto's been a model prisoner, he hasn't been in any trouble, he's been following the rules, that Will Wooten gets out the register of how many times, how many infractions of using other people's pins that they know of. Because it's definitely against the jail rules to do that. I just hope that that's something that they're tracking. And maybe that's why he's not I'm going to say, I hope that's something that they talk about. Say it like that.
working?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You
Are
said
you?
this went to the doctor.
Huh? No, I already went. Yeah.
You okay?
That's
Making
what
sure your old ass is good.
Sure. What's
Thank
your
you.
old man doing? In the bed?
Oh my gosh, you diddy.
Yeah, you talk so much shit. You shit talking ass. Yeah, I love you.
I don't talk shit.
Yeah, you
I
talk.
love
Yeah, I love you. Yeah, I know you do. Today.
Nah,
Yeah, I know
let
you
me
do.
tell you what it is.
What
Seems
is
be triggering me. I
I
always think about what you say to me. And then when I look at certain things you be having me send you, and every picture is a wedding ring. And so that's just a reminder, a reminder, a reminder, a reminder. So I'm just sitting here like,
A reminder that you're dealing with a married man. It's like, Sonia, are you kidding me? You're mad because his Instagram feed is full of him with pictures married, he probably started his Instagram married. He's been married for damn 40 years now anyway, outside of Shirley. So you're mad because every picture has a wedding ring and it's a reminder that you're dealing with a married guy? Like, can you believe her? The audacity? You are dealing with a married guy, but you're mad he's married?
Like, he always tells
That's crazy to me.
a reminder. So I'm just sitting here like, he always tells me things and he says certain things, and I just don't be listening to him. So let me listen to him.
Okay, what do I be saying? Since you're not a business, what I be saying?
What do you be saying to me?
Yeah, what do I be saying to trigger you? Let me hear that part. Because I know exactly what I be saying.
You be pushing me like, you should go and
It's not even what he's saying. She's sitting there looking at his Instagram, and every single picture he's got on a wedding ring. Huh.
you should find, and you need somebody, and are you ready to be married? And I was sitting there like,
yeah, I'm gonna say,
they be nudging me, but okay.
I'm your friend.
I mean, he's asking you questions. He's not asking you to marry him. So he's a man. He's asking you questions that men ask single women. Are you ready to be married? What are you looking for? You're single, right? He's not telling you he's ready to be married. He already is married. He's asking you if you're ready to be married. That doesn't mean he wants to marry you. He wants to know what you're looking for, because if you said you want to be married, he'd probably tell you, well, you know what, I am already married and I don't know if I'm getting a divorce. You're taking it because Sonia is so thirsty and insecure. She's taking it as almost like a de facto proposal or something. He's just asking you, do you want to be married? Because he wants to most guys who are cheating want to deal with a girl who wants to be free, loose, single, give up putty cat, and have a good time. If you want to be serious and have kids and go run around and do this, that, and the third, and get IRAs and buy a vacation home in Guatemala, he might not be it, boo. He's not the guy you want to make plans with. He's married and in jail.
I'm talking as a friend when I'm talking to you like that, because there's questions I would like to know that the message that you throw out and what I remember when I was in your face. And
he wants you to know that if you want to be married and you want all that most guys who are experienced cheaters, they're going to let you know that, I can't do that for you.
now, actually, a year later, it is a year later. So
right.
I have time to sit here and listen to you thoroughly. That's all. So when I ask you these questions, I'm going by how your emotion attack me, how your emotion be attacking me. This is how you be attacking me.
So he's a victim now. You're emotionally attacking me.
Just want to do this, and I think I want to be like this today, and I just be like rolling with, because you have the opportunity to do whatever you want with your free will of life. You have the ability to change and switch up.
Wow. Look at this question, you guys. Sonia in the bushes. I almost choked on my little breakfast bun. Did Nesto have a ring on when he busted you out after knowing him for 12 hours? My God. Wow. Sonia, can you answer that? Did Nesto wear his wedding ring when you guys did the deed for the first time? That's a good question. Was he wearing his ring? He may have been. That wedding ring might be in his property over there at the jail. Interesting.
Whatever you feel like.
Thank you. I know some things.
So when I ask you questions, it's just I be trying to check where your head at. That's all. It ain't nothing personal. This is where your head at.
I need to throw a punch
what I
this
learned?
person.
Let me show you power. Once I learned power, I started really seeing what power was, and I started seeing the mirage and and a flute. Guess what?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't see
Yeah.
Obama wearing his ring no more because he had confidence whatever he was dealing with. I said Trump, he wasn't wearing his ring no more. Confident. I seen people who had confidence whatever they get down was, they didn't give a damn what the normal people was doing or thinking. Then guess what? When I met you, I wasn't wearing one. I wasn't wearing one.
You probably stuck it in your pocket.
No. I lost it. So I ain't never told
Oh, you
nobody.
found it.
Yeah,
You found it because when you was at the graduation, you had it on. When you was at the Mother's Day picture, you had it on.
Hold on. There you go.
So this conversation is making me think that she feels like he tricked her with the ring. So she's sitting there thinking, how did I get into this mess? This is just my thought. How did I get in this mess? How did we end up here? How did we get here? So he either had it on, he didn't have it on. He's saying he lost it, then he found it. And maybe she's feeling like she got tricked some type of way. We're going to listen and hear. Thank you so much, Analytical One. I appreciate you. Thank you. Who got gifted? Let me see. We have 5 friends got gifted. Is it Bridget Hicks? Okay, boo boo. You got gifted. Pebble Lane. Tan the Trophy. Hey, boo. I choose Life 97. And is it Caro Leo 9109 or 9109? You got gifted, y'all. Y'all, guess what? You got gifted. All right. Welcome. Guys, take a minute, hit the thumbs up. I so appreciate it. It's less than half of you guys. We have about almost 550 and we have 250. So yeah, it's like 300. Take a minute. I feel like if everyone takes a minute, we could at least go up by 100. Let's take a minute to look at the poll real quick. I put up a poll the other day asking you guys a very important scientific question. What do you think there's as of yesterday or whenever I did this a couple days ago, we have 338 votes so far. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. Make sure to go vote when you have a chance, please. I'm dropping the link and I'm going to pin it. Please go vote if you have not voted already. Ernest Williams case. Will Judge Dunaway make a decision? First option is nope. Second option is yes at the 2-week mark. Okay, 9/25 is 2 weeks. So that's tomorrow. Will there be a decision? Because it's still under advisement. Yes, he'll make a decision, but it's going to be at the 1 month mark, 9/11/2025. Or is it going to be right before this quote unquote trial court date coming up? So make sure to go and vote so we can have a long conversation about this, a very, very, very long conversation about it in the future. Maybe sometime this week we'll talk about it. Let me pin it. I should have said vote. Let me see. Vote in the Nesto poll. Okay. All right, I just dropped it again, but now I'm going to pin this one. That way people know what they're linking on. So if you're on the replay, just click into the chat and it will be right there for you. It's pinned up top at this moment. So make sure to vote. Okay. All right, let's get back into it.
So channel check it. If I take this on the phone.
All right, let's go back just a minute. So she's mad because she's looking at his Instagram and all she sees is a wedding ring. And I think what she's saying, Dr. Charles, if you're around, I think she is trying to cover up that maybe she feels like he tricked her in some type of way and this has been a reoccurring theme, that she was a little put off by not knowing he was married. So she says, but she still went ahead and decided to pursue him anyway, even after he informed her. So maybe he did trick you. Maybe he thought you didn't care. But when he told you that he was married, you still opted in and proceeded. So you can't be mad at him at this point because you decided to continue with dealing with this dude.
Get in your pocket.
No. I lost it. So I ain't never told
Oh,
nobody.
you found it.
Yeah,
You found it because when you was at the graduation, you had it on. When you was at the mother.
So she says the graduation you had it on when you were. So she's looking at his pictures and looking at dates, and she's fact checking his Instagram feed.
Say sister, you had it on.
Hold on. There you go, channel checking. If I tell you
Channel checking. I would call it Instagram feed checking. But okay.
if I tell you, I'm trying to give you.
You guys can't hear? Can you guys not hear? Dang, she said the hell of him. I'm sure he led with I'm married to Shirley Strawberry. Marriage. Okay, let me check for myself. I just want to you can hear. Okay. So it's just this person. So okay. That one person needs to
I mean, even if you went and rebought it.
They're not listening.
Yeah. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. If you knew the whole story, you would shut your mouth and say, I love you. I don't have to sit here and play with you and tell you lies and super wet dreams. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that shit. I'm not going to water.
No, but you know what you do?
No.
I go by what you do, not what you don't. I'm talking about what you do.
What do I do? What do I do? There's no.
Listen, this is what you do. Whenever I speak on something, or
you know, he's one of these old school guys that wants to. If you got somebody in the wings, he just wants to play. The minute that it gets too much, it's too much. This is a guy who just wants to play, and that's it. If you're trying to be all in some sort of emotional situation, if this guy was an emotional guy, he would be dealing with the person that he's married to and not everybody else on top of that. Because he is emotionally unavailable, that's why he probably has a bunch of girlfriends and several wives. So Sonia, you don't seem to like, you would think that a woman this old, like, you know what I'm saying, that has lived on this planet for 50 years would have some basic understanding of how people operate. And also, whether you know the psychology behind it or not, you just know that that's not for you, right? Most of you guys don't have to understand everything. You just know it's not for you. You don't need a whole white paper on why you don't want to jump out of a plane. You just know it's not for you. You don't need a whole entire course on why not to try heroin. You just know and have heard and probably have seen that, you know what? I'm not into drugs. I'm not into injectables, and I don't want to be homeless, lose my job, or maybe die of some sort of heart failure, right? Like, you don't need a lot of information why not to do certain things, right? But there's some people who want to experience running out in front of cars, jumping out of planes. They like to live a little bit on the dangerous side. Maybe that's Sonia. Yeah. Am I on track, Dr. Charles? You know, I'm not a doctor, but I do love a little bit of psychology talk. And I just think that this is part of her reckless behavior. This is why most of us will never have a story about having a gun pulled on us. Sonia has several, along with actually being shot. Most of us will never have a story like that. Praise God, right? But not Sonia.
Get a little extra and flirt and whatever. Okay, then. That's what you say. Okay, then. Okay, like.
Okay.
All right. That's what you say. That's what you say to me. You be like, okay, then.
Because
okay, thank you. Thank you.
I got my answer.
And you know what that means?
It ain't that hard.
That's a polite blow off. That's what that is.
It's a polite what?
Blow off.
I don't have to blow motherfuckers. I'll say, man, fuck you, motherfucker. I don't give a damn. That's how I roll. I don't sit here and try to shit
Well,
on
it's not like you're trying to blow me up to be an enemy, but it's just a blow off to say.
Get your words right.
This is what you. It is a blow off. So listen what you're saying to me.
No, it's not.
You're saying that's nice and that's cute, but never mind.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that's nice. That's just
Yeah.
One thing I learned about people,
Mm-hmm.
you got to do a lot of listening. And when you get your answer by listening, just like I said, hey, man, he sent you that picture? No, I found it because you were listening to detail what I was saying and what he was saying. He said Vegas, you picked that up, you wrote that out in your memory bank in your head to somebody who don't remember shit.
Well, she's a liar, hear me roar. She's a liar. So she's not someone who aligns with her word. That's being a liar, right? Even when you're lying to yourself. If your words and your actions don't line up, what is that? A liar, right? Even if nobody catches you, you know, because what you say and what you do don't match up. Even what you say, what you do, and what you think, that's even worse. That's when you start to need anxiety medication. When what you think, what you say, and what you do, when they're not in sync, it's a problem. It's very much a problem.
As you tell me, you found what you needed to find because of the words. It's the same thing. You get mad because I'm just like you. Are you mad?
I'm confused. I just got lost.
What the fuck are you confused?
I don't know. I just threw me the fuck off, man. That pimping of yours, man.
What the? Wait a minute. Wait the fuck. What you talking about?
Remember what I said to you when I first met you? I was like, "You're gonna pimp? Are you a pimp?" You was like, "Huh?" I was like, "Man."
Remember when I first. So these are conversations we know that they're on someone's entire phone, right? If you phone calls from prison, make sure to let us know he was not on This is Nesto. Okay. So they're talking real free right now, right? And then she says, when I first met you and I thought you were a pimp, how in the world did you think he was a pimp? Like, for any of the people who still want to believe the narrative of him being at some sort of property and she comes driving by and he had if you don't remember that they met at a gas station and she was walking into the store, strolling, however she was walking with some little short shorts on, and he was on his bus and he said, I can be your blessing. Now is the time for you to, this is the facts. They met. She thought he was some type of smooth talking ladies man, a pimp. Okay. That's what she says. She said it more than once. Now, do they lie about how they met? Of course, because they want to run this narrative that they're just friends. They met and hooked up the following day. These two grown people, and that happens, right? Grown people meet and hook up, right? And that's what these two grown people did, but they did not hook up in the way that they would want us to believe. They hooked up in the way that we know, on when he's calling on different pins to try to not have the authorities be able to hear his calls. But people are not stupid. Okay. And I'm sure everybody and their mother knows at this point that he wasn't just using his account. He was using many accounts to call her, to try to be under the radar with talking openly and freely.
Got a mouth on you.
No, I do not. I just.
You do.
I just speaking facts.
Because I just got thrown real quick, and you just threw me completely off.
Did you get
I'm just thrown. I'm like, I need like a wall to hold on to because I'm thrown right now.
Hold on. Tell me.
You just make me lose my bearings here.
Did you get thrown in?
On all of it. Now rewind. Hold on.
I think what Sonia is saying here is she's used to men wanting her. She's used to most of the guys that she wants want her. It's not even a fact of young guys, old guys. She's used to men who want her. So she doesn't ever really have to do a big sales job. This is a guy Nesto is maybe not even someone she even really would be interested in, but Sonia is challenged by the fact that he likes her. They probably had good sex and everything, but she can't really get him up under her thumb like she would really want to. And it's a head scratcher because this whole entire man is sitting in jail. Like, why wouldn't he be enamored with me? He doesn't even have a choice. And I'm doing all this stuff for him. Why can't I get what I want out of him? But he's still maintaining some sort of, I don't care. Okay. I'm sure somebody in this chat before was head over heels for someone that really didn't want you. And you thought that you could win over because he maybe had that I don't care attitude. It just makes me think of something way back. Remember Happy Days? Any of you guys who used to watch Happy Days? Remember Fonzie? Fonzie was so like he was so cool about the girl. Oh my god, it's if you guys remember, some of you guys were little like myself. He was very cool and aloof, but that made the women want him more. Okay.
He threw me the fuck off. I was sitting here like,
you
what?
can go ahead on turn your recorder on so you won't miss shit.
Yeah, that's
Good
basically what I
morning.
need to
Good
do. I
morning. Good
can't
morning.
put you
Good
on
morning.
speaker
How
'cause
are
I'm at work,
you?
but damn, what?
They did
What am
not
I doing?
meet on an app. They met at the gas station.
Okay.
He pimp talked her. Absolutely.
Now, what I'm saying is,
Morning.
you don't talk to me like you keep it safe. Let's say that.
No, what I keep is, if that's what you want to call it, that's fine. I just keep it there. I ain't trying to get nobody into no mixing, no bullshit. See, this is going on. No, you don't know what the fuck going on. I'm not talking about you. You understand what I'm saying? So I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I have done. I know I ain't got to shoot no shit, no theory. I don't have to do all that. I don't want to do that. I already just tough it out before I do that. That means I don't want to go through that. What you say? Excuse me?
I'm just at a loss.
Oh.
Fonzie dripped confidence, but he also was aloof. The girls would be dropping their panties practically, and he would just be like, hey, that was all he ever said. He talked to the guys, he talked to Ronnie and his friends, but he didn't really talk to the girls. All he had to do was snap his fingers. All he had to do was snap his fingers, and there would be 2 or 3 girls, and they would all be walking him to his motorcycle.
You need to hold on to that
But
wall.
what I'm doing, I know, right? But what I'm doing is,
Yeah, you know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
I'm listening to everything you said. I'm paying attention to it because you know what I would do? I would listen and then I would just be like, whatever. And then I'll keep pushing and I'll keep pushing.
Richie.
And that right there is something that I don't like. So why am I doing it?
What you pushing? What you pushing for?
I'm pushing an agenda that I need to stop pushing.
What your sister be doing. Your sister do the same thing.
She wants you to be her man, Nesto, clearly. She wants you to be her man, and she wants you to say it because she's doing girlfriend. I say this all the time on my other channel. Don't give girlfriend benefits to not your boyfriend. Definitely don't give wife benefits. You shouldn't, like, we're not going to even get into all that. You can expand on it how you think it needs to go. But this is what I say. If somebody guy is a casual friend, he's a casual friend. He's a friend. You don't do girlfriend. You don't do girlfriend tings. You don't do wife tings. Men, you don't do boyfriend things. You will rarely if you're stuck on the side of the road and there's some dude that's your occasional booty call, do you think he's coming to change your fucking tire? No. That's why you better have AAA. If that's the type of man you have in your life, you better. I'm talking to somebody today. He's not coming. Okay? Your man is coming. Your boyfriend, he's coming. He better or he won't be, right? Your screw, baby, he's not coming. He's not. He's busy. Okay. And you shouldn't be expecting husband benefits and you're barely a girlfriend. She wants boyfriend commitment and the man is married. He can't even, you know what I'm saying? He is a bum. But at the end of the day, he's being careful because he also knows he's on recorded phone lines. And he probably knows deep down inside Sonya's crazy.
You don't fall into that goddamn hole too. Oh, I'm not chasing nobody. I'm not doing
No, and what did I tell you yesterday? I have a problem chasing a little. I have a problem, but you can't chase somebody that clearly don't want to be chased. Is what I'm saying.
So is that my case?
Yeah.
Straighten your business, because you don't know what you're talking about.
This is at the moment when Sonya should have hung up. She should have hung up the phone. She should have picked up her face, but she's not a self-respecting woman. She's a dummy. Like the minute that you articulated that you were chasing him, you guys are grown. Plus he's married and you're arguing with him about when he wears his wedding ring. Like this is the conversation and how he's not giving you what you want over phone conversations. And he's been sitting in jail for almost a year. Sis, you are a dumpster diver. You are over there at the dump. You are trash caniana type stuff. Like this is really, really, really trash. I would expect this from someone between about 16 and 25 who really doesn't know any better. Maybe 30 who's really stupid and is still filling out applications to be on The Bachelor. Because those girls are really dumb. But a grown woman with 2 kids who's been around the block, worked in strip clubs, shot, almost died, all kinds of foolishness in her life, been to jail and ay. You don't know any better? Come on.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I'm just not outside out there. I'm not outside, and I can't.
I understand that part. I understand that part.
And I can't come and play. I can't come and play like you like me to play as a merry-go-round. I can't do that right now. So what you want me to do is you want me to come all the way in on something that you already know, but you want to hear it. But you can feel it if I'm long distance, if you really want to feel that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know what? This is the thing too with
This your third time
doing this shit. Listen. Listen now.
She wants to be next runner up, but he's not. Whether she's next runner up or not, Nesto's not going to tell her, look, you're next up. He's not going to sit there and give you the rundown of what he's going to do next. She wants a rundown. She wants to know that we're going to be together when you get out this jail. She wants him to tell her, and he's not going to tell her. Part of even saying it is actually part of his case. He's not going to tell you.
No.
Because you say certain things, and I sit and I'll think about stuff after the fact. Things resonate later. And I'll just sit there and I'll be thinking, like, every time I say this is what he says. Every time I say this is what he says. And I'm like,
what are you debating?
And when he says, it's always me saying something about him.
Why is she debating about it, Nesto? Because she doesn't trust you. She doesn't believe you. Because she knows deep down inside that what she really wants, she's not going to be able to have with you. And she really is wasting her time. Her instincts are telling her that she's foolish. What is it? Her mind keeps telling her no, but her body's telling her yes. Okay.
And I'm like,
hold on.
Maybe what is happening here is I'm pushing an issue, and I shouldn't push an issue because I can't.
First of all, the issue's already resolved. You're just talking because you can't see, and then you're not in control. But you are in control. You just can't see it or feel it and orchestrate it. But it's already in your possession. But I'm going to let you just keep on worrying yourself to death. You know what I'm saying?
He's basically telling her, you got me. I can't, she's not satisfied with just knowing. She's not confident in herself. This for most of you guys, like, she has to run with the concept of, number one, she's got to trust him, which I don't think she does. So she has to trust that what he's saying is true. But he's basically telling her, I am going to be with you, but I'm not going to tell you on this phone. Now, is it going to be with her to your standards, Kimberly, or your standards? I'm so blessed. I'm so absolutely bougie, or jet black. No, it might not be to your standards. It might not be to your standards. But he's telling her, yes. And I'm going to say it. So bougie gang, you know that Sonia's his next mark, right? So instead of him saying, okay, you're my next mark, I'm coming to your house. I'm going to be all up in your bank account, and I'm going to do you just like I've done go read my police reports. That's going to be you. Okay. I'm coming. He's not going to say that because he still has to have plan B, plan C, plan whatever. Because we know he's still talking to Shirley.
I think let you just keep on playing yourself, because I'm not going to do it. Yeah. Don't push your head to the wall and shit, because you can't hold it up right now. It's too heavy for you. It's too heavy. So
That's so not well. Okay, so listen.
Sure.
I'm confused now. You done threw me off.
What you confused about? Anybody in this world, why am me, the old man, is confusing you? That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, because
my own son said he don't talk to nobody but you. I told you that 6 months ago. You thought I was bullshitting you around. No.
That's a lie. He said my own son said he doesn't talk to anyone but you. So is he trying to say that his own son isn't talking to Shirley? Well, we know that's not true because Dion does talk to Shirley now. And we know that he does because we've heard phone calls where Nesto says, I'm trying to call Shirley. She's not picking up on the phone. And Dion's the one that breaks it to him that she doesn't want to talk to him right now. She's on break from you. So how would Dion know that if he's not talking to her? Sonia, like, I don't know how many times Sonia needs confirmation that Nesto has lied and will continue to lie to her, but that's on her. She's stupid. But when he's telling you that Dion's not even talking to Shirley anymore as kind of like confirmation that she's gonna be the one, he's actually stopped talking to the wife. He only talks to you, his new stepmom. If that's what he's trying to say, that's a lie, because we know that Dion does communicate with Shirley, and Dion is one of the main conduits of information to Shirley back to him, as well as Dre. So those are some lies. He wants Sonia to believe that he's not talking to Shirley, and we know that that's not true. Shirley did cool off on talking to him, but Shirley is still communicating because they're still not completely done at this moment.
I keep it really possible while behind these little walls here, but that ain't good enough for you. I don't know where that's from. Hey, I told you.
Okay, fine. Okay, I know.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Okay,
no, you don't.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
What you say?
Nothing. I said I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah. This is your third time.
That's just me hearing.
This is my thing. Sonia knows at this moment. She knows either by instinct or whatever that she should not trust Nesto. Like I said, her mind is telling her no. Like, I mean, I'm taking this from the R. Kelly, so don't like that sounds familiar, friend. You know, my mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yes. Okay. That's Sonia. She's conflicted because what he's saying and what he's doing, she's noticing red flags, but she's ignoring them because she wants what she wants. She likes a hard time. She likes a rough ride. This is what she likes.
I know. It's my third time. I know that when I was writing, I was like, man, here I go again with this. But I be meaning it when I say stuff. Cause listen, and I told you that I hate going on your page. And then I'm just thinking,
Okay.
I'm looking, and I'm like,
Well, let me ask
then
you a
I
question.
listen to you and things that you say, then I'm like,
What I say? I keep it 1,000. Listen, one thing about me is, if I tell somebody, this is what I'm
oh, this is like you pushed me to date. And so that right there, yeah. And it's like, that right there tells me something when you do
you
that.
say, I'm pushing you today? How
You,
pushing
you say things. Yes, you do.
What
Yes,
I
you
say?
do.
What I say?
Man, don't have me try to remember this.
Let's have our.
You said things.
Let's have our.
Because I've listened to them.
Okay, but say it. Say what I say. Say it.
When I remember the quote, I'll tell you.
No, come on with it.
Right.
Come on with it. Come on with it.
No, you're not. You know, I'm not going to remember the exact quote.
Well, he's pushing you to date because, honey, he's married. Okay? And he can't give you what you need right now. So rather than you lie about it, is what he's going to say, just tell me. If you've got friends and you're out here, just let me know. Don't let me hear about it in the streets. Don't let someone else come to me with it. You tell me. If you're going to be out here handling business and you want to date other people, that's your business. Just let me know. That doesn't mean he doesn't like you. That also just means that you two are in a casual relationship. And maybe also he wants you to use this time to be sure that when he gets out, you're going to want to deal with his crazy ass. He's not committing to you at this moment because he's just not. It's stupid. It's as you know, the way Nesto handles himself in this relationship with Sonia is very interesting to me. But if there's one thing that's been consistent, has been how he has treated her. And it's been basically kind of a little bit left-handedly, but he's been consistent with it. You know what I mean? And she has consistently tried to make lemonade. She makes peach lemonade. She tries to make strawberry lemonade. She tries to make triple lemonade. She tries to make lemon drop. She's making whatever type of lemonade she can out of this situation. Nesto still has lemons for her. He's not giving up nothing else. And she wants Pepsi so bad. And all he's giving her are these lemons to deal with. And she keeps hoping every time she comes back, it's going to be a watermelon or it's going to be a Pepsi truck. And it's just not. It's going to be that same basket of rotten lemons.
Well, you know why I'm calling you so early right around this time? Because I know you get home, do whatever you're doing. But so I got to catch you right now while you're still hot right now. You're hot right now. Yeah, so you cool off. Oh, I don't know what I was talking about then. I was just going through something right then. I'm catching you while you're hot right now. Yeah, so you're hot.
What? No, listen. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure, go ahead.
Stop throwing my head. That's what you're doing.
What I'm doing?
You're throwing my head, man. Stop it.
Hold on. A pimp like you, an old ass man like you.
He said an old ass pimp like you. See, Nesto Sonia plays experienced woman of the world, OG slore. And it's not by choice, it's by circumstance. Sonia has spread, I guess I'm using all my song references now. She plays old Miami. She plays like she's been spread like peanut butter, but it's not by choice. Hello? It hasn't been by choice. It's been by circumstances. That's called, she's what me and my friends would have called back in the day a crumb snatcher, because she is someone who will take the crumbs, the remnants, the last little bit of whatever's left over. She's a crumb snatcher. And she's feeling a type of way. She's feeling a way about it. And that's for the guys she likes. Sonia seems like the type of girl that she never gets the guy she really wants. The ones that she doesn't want, that's who wants her. And those are probably the better ones for her. But the ones that she wants, she got to go in survival mode to deal with. And she has to be thirsty, hungry, lonely, degraded, all of the things, because she always seems to want someone who really doesn't want her or someone who is going to be completely disrespectful. But that's what she wants. She is her own worst enemy. And the men who really do want her, she doesn't want. Or when she gets in relationship with them, they don't end up liking her because they find out how damaged she is. And she's not really that type of girl. She's not the woman. She's not that type of woman that a man wants to invest their time in and efforts, because she really wants who's not calling her back. She might be in bed with someone, but she wants to be across town with the guy who's home with his family. And she's mad.
Got the roles reversed. You got the roles reversed.
I'm just trying to figure this shit out. I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
No.
It's not my fault that I didn't bring us together like this. You didn't bring us together like this. So what are you saying?
Oh my God. Just stop it.
You know what you say? It's the realest thing that anybody would ever say. Say, hey,
Go
man,
ahead.
I love my kids, I love my children. They don't want to be bothering me. Fuck it. But I guess what? I got you now, so I'm good. Just sit here and say that type shit. Now, guess what? That makes sense, because it is true. Everybody can
Hey, Angel here. Hey, boo.
going on. I ain't no dog or nothing. Dog can't talk about it, but he give you the comfort cats. They run around in your shit. Just think. You got to love me because you're still doing whatever you need to do for me with non-conditionally. All right.
Who said I didn't love you? But that's not the argument here.
I know it ain't no argument. It ain't debate. It's a 3-time strike. That's what it called. Why are we talking about the same thing?
This is not the conversation. You know why? Because I never got clarification as to what we're doing. And it's just an unknown situation. That's what it is.
Okay,
it's an unknown situation, and sometimes I get hints that it's going this way instead of that way. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And don't throw me off again.
I'm not saying this is what it is. How can a man on the other side of the phone get you all throw it off and you the king queen, get out? How in the world?
See, she talks so much shit, it comes back to bite her, because she loves to talk all big and bad. I'm the king. I'm the queen. I'm more like a guy than I am a girl. I'm emotionally unavailable. I don't get emotionally involved. She's all the way up in her feelings. And guess what? Nesto, the jailbird, is calling you out on all of it. I wanted to take a minute to say happy birthday to another Virgo in the house. Okay. Happy birthday, bro. Is it Boricua Mama? Happy birthday, boo. It's Virgo season. That is correct. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me blow that horn. Okay. Yes. Happy birthday, sis. Happy birthday to all my Virgos in the house. She plays all big and bad, but that's all talk. That's all talk. And you know what? And to the guys that she does deal with that believe that about her, that she's not with them. She's not with them. They might think that's cute. They might believe that, and she thinks it's cute, and they think it's cute, and they think that about her because, they're 32. Nothing against a 32-year-old man, but she's 50 plus, and she might just want to get her rocks off or be nasty. Nesto's sitting in jail, so she has a little friend come over and they do the nasty, and she sends him on his way. And she's able to run that type of game. But the fact that Nesto doesn't really want her, that bothers her. That really bothers her. Because little homie who just came over, he wants to spend the night and she said no. And that makes her feel powerful. That makes her feel pretty good. But who she really wants to be there, he can't be there because he's in jail. But what the gag is that if he got out of jail, he won't go be there anyway. He'll be there a couple of nights until he gets a good shower, shave, some clothes, and some coin. And baby, he'll be gone.
I'm gonna beat you. I can't beat you.
Oh my God.
We're the same person. You same.
No, I think you got me beat.
No,
I think you got me beat.
How
Yeah,
and I got a person beat and I'm locked and so down.
you still
Okay, Sonia, he does have you beat because this is in him. You may have it on you, but it's in him. This is the way he operates. You're playing that you operate. You're playing for show and play.
got me beat.
How?
You ain't got to. Because it was never about that with you, so you already know what it is.
Yeah, okay. Well, guess what? Here's the thing. The emotion gonna stick the same. I ain't changing my emotion. Okay, and I'm gonna stay exactly who I am with you.
And he wouldn't even be with Shirley because he really loves her or wants to be with her. Shirley is his coin. She's his coin, his credibility, his clout, his everything. So yeah, he would still be with her. And Sonia would still be on the side. And she was okay with that.
I'm cool. I'm not trying to go all over above on some dumb shit. It makes no sense when you already have under control.
Again, no clarity.
No, I got clarity. I'm not.
You got clarity.
Yeah, I do got clarity.
I don't have clarity.
I can't give you. You know, you gave yourself. You gave yourself clarity.
I know.
You know what you said.
And then she wants to have this she has to have this conversation with Nesto 25 times. We've heard this conversation many times. This whole thing shouldn't really be anything but a surprise. Like, this shouldn't be a surprise to most of you guys because we've heard this before. Sonia needs the reassurance, but there's no reassurance for you because, like, she doesn't seem to get it. She's absolutely ridiculous. And now the fact that she really doesn't talk to him much about a relationship, I don't know. Does it seem like Nesto seems to be more and more kind of like, I love you, and she seems more withdrawn? I don't know. I still almost feel like he tries to encourage her to do whatever she needs to do to be happy, whether that means, call or not. Like, if you're, I'm going to be honest. I don't think he really cares.
And
what I say?
You said it 3 texts. You need to read your text. I don't think you be reading what the hell you be saying.
I think you read what I said.
She's confused because he's telling her he loves her, but he's not showing her love. She's not feeling it. So she hears it, but she's not feeling it. And you're not feeling it because he doesn't love you like that. He loves you like he loves cooked food. He loves you like he loves a good restaurant. He's not in love with you. Nesto said very long ago he doesn't love anybody. He loves you like he likes a nice, comfortable bed. Okay. She wants to be in love. She wants him to love her. Dr. Charles, it's your birthday too. Happy birthday, boo. I feel like maybe we did know it was your birthday, but happy birthday again, babe. Happy birthday. Yeah, he loves you like he loves cooked food. He loves you like a nice, comfortable bed with some really good thread count sheets. But you're not going to make love to your bed, are you? Hello? You might love your bed, but you don't love your bed. You might love a good steak, but you don't love that steak. Come on now.
In most cases.
I think that we're good at everything. Fine, I understand. You don't have to keep hopping on the same thing. Your situation going on, this and that. Man, this ain't no time for that shit. You know what this time is? That time is to continue chilling and conversation and digging in each other's head to see where our space at. That's what this time is. This time ain't worrying about who got this on, got that on, how this person's here. I'm going out to eat with this motherfucker tonight. He ain't shit or shit. Man, nobody don't care about that shit. One thing I do understand is a woman.
No. See that part. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm talking about. What you do. I'm saying you push. Not saying you say you don't have a problem. I'm saying you push me to do that.
You're going to do that if you want to do it anyway. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
No.
If you want to do that.
Listen. When I talk about that, you're missing the point. The point is.
What's the point?
Not whether I do it or not, right? The point is you pushing me to do it shows me something or tells me something. Because I'm not going to push something that I really, you know, to say I don't have a problem, I can't dictate. But I'm not going to sit there and push you to do something.
I got your point. You know what the point is?
You get my point?
Yeah, I got your point. Let me get the point cleared up for you. My thing is that, remember I told you, I don't give a fuck what a person who I'm dealing with. Let me know what you do first.
This is like the classic. So you guys are getting it. This is the classic. And some of you guys just think back, whether you're dating now or haven't dated in 20 years. When you met that guy and you swore up and down you didn't want a boyfriend, and you swore up and down you just wanted to be friends, and you fooled around and got feelings, or you fooled around and fell full on your face and messed around and fell in love. Okay? And worse, girl got pregnant and knew good and well that he wasn't about anything. It wasn't going to be anything. Oh my God. But, you know, thanks for my child type of thing. There's many combinations. We don't have enough time to talk about all the twists and turns of mistakes made. Okay. But we're going to just go basic friends with benefits and got your feelings hurt. Okay. And I'm talking to the guys too. Friends with benefits, and then you fooled around, caught feelings, and got your feelings hurt. Okay. This is that. That's all this is. This is friends with benefits and fucked around and caught feelings. And homie got arrested. And you guys have been on pause because he's sitting in the jail. Because I guarantee you, if Nesto had still been running around in Atlanta in that Rolls Royce, he wouldn't have had time for Sonya. He was messing with Scretchen, Bickham. Just go in the indictment. There was about 25 other women in the indictment. He had so many women he was dealing with and probably had tons more. He was going through professional pages, certifications to find accomplished women with coin. People to meet, people to network with. Posting up as a married man because that was his cover. And his expertise was meeting with people who didn't mind trying to stab Shirley Strawberry in the back. Because how do you know when he's showing you his Instagram, he's not married to Shirley Strawberry? She was all up in the Instagram. So meeting with him and dealing with him, you already know you're sleeping with somebody's husband. But that was his way of being a gigolo because he didn't have to be committed, because he didn't have to tell you he was married because the Instagram says it all. He didn't have to tell Melody Scretchen. Well, he told her, but she said, well, you're married. And he said, don't worry about it. According to the documents, we knew Bickham knew he was married. Erica King met him. He was married. to Miss Lamar. She met him at church. Shirley met him. He was talking to Ebony. Hello? Hello? Forgot about that one, right?
I'm cool. Because a person can already for you do it in my face and behind my back, then I can't chase man one of us. You know what I'm saying? That's what
I get that. That's fine. That's transparency. I get that.
Yeah.
Right.
So this not me.
Whatever a person, I get that. I do that. That's fine.
Okay, so I'm not pushing you to go out there and no, I'm telling you.
But you know, Shirley, I don't know, was the type. Shirley wasn't going to deal with Nesto like this. But that's Nesto being hypergamous. Any of you guys who study hypergamy, Shirley was a bigger fish than Ebony. She was on a higher scale, and he dumped Ebony and went for a elevated model, right? She's in radio, she's connected, making more money, higher profile show. Boom.
Whatever fruits your boat. Hey man, I'm going out with this guy tonight, Hey man, I woke up, man, I just had to have me some goddamn wood last night. What the fuck you think I'm gonna say? I ain't gonna say shit because you're a human, you're a woman. You're a human being. What I'm supposed to say? They're gonna make me get mad and cut your ass off? No, I gotta look out the good part. He is out. You think I'm mad at my brother?
Oh, it's a one-sided conversation.
No, it ain't. No, I'm telling you about.
See how it's a one-sided conversation when she's not talking? When she's talking only, it's not a one-sided conversation. But when Nesto gets a minute to give her a piece of his mind, now it's a one-sided conversation.
I'm going on.
Go ahead.
You think I'm mad at my brother because he ain't got no change? No, I ain't mad. The biggest thing he did for me is get on that motherfucking stand. That take guts to do that because niggas don't do that. I don't give a fuck what family member you got or what you got going on. Niggas don't take a damn for nobody. So to me, that was better way. I need you to know that, how I think. So what I'm saying to you is, well, our relationship is, that shit way 1,000 times more than whatever you can imagine. You have no clue. So I can't really talk like I want to talk.
I have no clue.
What?
I said have no clue.
No, you have no fucking idea. You have no idea how.
Did she just correct him?
And you is, well, our relationship is, that shit way 1,000 times more than whatever you can imagine. You have no clue. So I can't really talk like I want to talk.
I have no clue.
What?
I said have no clue.
No, you have no fucking idea. You have no idea how far that take with me, how far that go with me, with you. You don't have no clue. So all I'm gonna say is, say what you got. See, I know how to do what I gotta do. That means that I ain't no fool. I'm not gonna knock off some real shit that's real. I tell you up front. Once you get your family, these folks can't do what you do. That's why God sent you to me. They don't do what you do. They're not the same people. It doesn't matter if you're blood or not. Sometimes you ain't the same people. You gotta let people do them. I let them do them. I tried to force all that. Same thing what you be doing. I done did all that with 7 of them. That shit don't work for me. You know what I'm saying? That's because that's what I wanted. I wanted that close-knit family business orientated. I wanted that. They didn't want that. They wanted their own shit because they always grew up with other kids who didn't have that. So they felt bad because they didn't have it. You get what I'm saying? That ain't had a fucking thing to do with me. You're a beautiful woman. You're 55 years old, cold as a motherfucker, smart, intelligent, feisty as a motherfucker. That ain't my problem because nobody else don't have you in their corner. I don't worry about that. That's a blessing for me. You understand what I'm saying?
But it's not a blessing because he wants her in a relation. Nesto really, to me, the fact that he can have sex with her, she likes to give him money, she really does want him, she likes him, that's an added benefit. Really and truly, to me, I think he sees her like he sees Dre and Lamont, when he calls her his partner and stuff like that, she really is a friend. She's a friend first. The romantic stuff is really not there. The fact that she's a woman and they have had sex, that's a whole different component to it. But she is a friend first. She's got it twisted. She wants to be his woman. She's a woman who's his friend. She's not a friend who is his woman. He's not committing to that. Even though he's married to Shirley and Edith and whoever else, he's not even committed as a husband. He says it's a benefit that she doesn't have a man because he gets to do what he wants with her. It's a benefit and a blessing to him, but that's not what motivates him in his relationship with Sonia. That's why he really doesn't care. She thinks he's pushing her to date. He's not in a relationship with her. That's what she doesn't seem to understand. But she gets confused because he tells her that he loves her, and she thinks he loves her like in love. He loves her like he loves that last best meal he had. Oh my God, I loved it. That ice cream was so good. She's a friend with benefits.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't sit here and have to go back and forth, chastising. Well, you know, I already know my heart at with you. I was with that before I came in here. So I'm not worrying about that shit. I signed up day one. That's you with the other problem.
He likes her. I think he's got an interest in her, but an interest more so from what she can do. She's an asset. She might be a future Erica King. Like, we won't know until one day Nesto really can talk and say if he loved her as a woman, it would not be this conversation. And he also has talked about intimacy issues in terms of not ever really being in love with anybody because of the way he was raised. He just doesn't go there. So he's not really messed up about these relationships. It's probably more so of a power dynamic. When someone breaks up with him, he feels a way, but it's not because his feelings are so hurt. He might feel something like, well, you lied. You didn't do what you said you were going to do. You said you would never leave. You quit. You know, he might have other issues about a breakup, you know, more than his feelings are hurt. It's more so you fucked up my plans. I had plans for us. We were going to do this. We were going to do that type of thing, more so than his heart is broken. He might just be like, okay, I was like more coming from a standpoint of I was banking on this future with you and that future with you, and you fucked it up, or whatever the case might be. I just don't think he's giving, Sonia's having a hard time reconciling how he really feels about her because she wants so much more from him. And it's for so many reasons. She should know that this is never going to work out, but she has to really get dragged. Like, just think about it. She's going to be dragged a whole nother 2+ more years and still not done with talking to him, still not done with considering him, still not done with allowing the relationship that she has with him to not be for her own good. A man who really cares about you, who knows good and well he's not going to be with you, he's in a fucking shit show right now, above and beyond, you know, call and check on me here and there. Please, I want the best for you. I'm gonna stop calling you. I'm going to leave you alone because I don't like what this is doing to you. Her mental health is like in the fucking toilet, but she loves it. She loves this doom and gloom. She loves all of this drama. And Nesto's okay with if you're along for the ride, well, then let's go. You know what I mean? Let's keep going with it.
That's your problem. You need to deal with that. You need to deal with that your damn self. Yeah. No, I'm dead serious. You need to deal with that yourself. We don't owe each other nothing. We just here because we love each other. That's the way shit's supposed to go. That's genuine love. That's genuine love. All that other shit ain't shit. If you can't put it together and produce, then try your hard to make sure the
Don't mix up this because we love each other. This is, if you ever watched Will and Grace, did Will and Grace love each other? Absolutely. Did Grace want Will real bad? Was Grace secretly in love with Will the whole time? She was. Is Will homosexual and not interested in Grace? Yes. Okay. Yes. As much as Will loved Grace, Will was not interested in Grace in that way.
take care of. That's how the shit goes. So you keep talking about that egg shit. You bring the egg up. I'm not bringing shit up. We done had this discussion 1,000 times. You bringing that shit up. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm gonna make sure you good when I get out. Yeah, clarity. Because I'm gonna make sure you're good when I get out. Or whatever I got, I'm gonna share it with you. That's a knowledge, money, anything, conversation. I'm gonna share it with you. I already done did that. Yeah. So all that talking about what is clarity for you? You need to stay focused on your move, your new adventure, your new life. So when I do get out, you can be, well, you know what? Come on over here and share this with me, do this with me, and sit down with me, dress call me, and be happy in your shit the way you want it to be. Now, well, you can't come over today because my fucking roof falling out apart or my water bill ain't paid. You ain't talking like that. You're not talking like that. Come on here, get out the bed.
Do you hear him? Don't call me with my roof is falling apart. Handle your business now so when I get out, you're up to par. You got everything handled. Because don't think I'm handling it for you. But also just from a selfish standpoint of whatever you need to get out your system, whatever you need to get fixed, whatever you need to do it. So you're ready for me because I am also a lot to handle. If you think you want me, I don't know that he's going to be with her the way she wants, but if you want him to lay in that bed with you, baby, it's going to be some shit to handle. It's going to be some shit to handle. I feel like there was one time when they were talking about him getting out and she said something that he was going to go over to Dre's or he was going to be doing something and she was like, well, no, I'm going to go with you. And he's like, I'm a grown ass man. That told me right there, girl, he's going to be on that damn ankle bracelet in the wind. Okay. He's going to be on that ankle bracelet in the wind. And you're going to be sitting over there waiting in the living room, waiting up for him to come through that door. He's not trying. You're not going to be running around with him like Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah. But guess what? What I'm supposed to say? I'm ready to get into bed with you. No, I know what's going to go the fuck down. So I ain't got to sit here and elaborate on that. I know what's going on. I'm good. Right now, I'm thinking about me and your fucking future right now. Because motherfuckers can walk away from my ass any day. At any time. So I don't tell them one motherfucker get in their ear, they catch a motherfucker attention. We done. I just explained this shit to you. All the shit I had going on, nobody don't want that shit but me. Because they don't want to elevate more than that. That wasn't their style. So I got somebody that's their style, want to elevate, I'm good. So what you complain about?
She also feels like the way he says it, which he doesn't put it very romantically, and that's because there is no romance in this. She also feels like when he tells her how they're going to do the damn thing, that it sounds almost like a booby prize. Like you're with me as a last resort. Like you're giving last resort vibes, or I can't get what I want, so here it is and I'll be with you or whatever, or he said it many different ways. That's exactly what it is. She wants it to be more than what it is, and it is what it is. It is what it is. You have locked in for an emotionally unavailable user. And that's it. That's all. That's what he is. And she wants him to be damn Prince Charming, and he's not that.
Nothing.
Can't stand you. Yeah.
You're stingy.
I said I can't stand you.
Why you can't stand me? Because the wall crawling in there? You got the wall?
Shut up. Oh, whatever.
I'm just trying to
Listen,
get I'm just
quit
trying to
doing that.
You know what? My facts together? I got my facts together. That's the problem.
Quit doing that shit. Listen,
You bring that shit
when I
out of
text you that stuff, you're supposed to get all this and then come at like you did this twice before. Stop it.
But guess what? This is my if I'm fighting to hold on, this how I hold on. I don't fight to hold on to something that don't make sense to me. That don't make shit. Let the shit fly on. You can get that shit back 1,000 times. You can't get what we can't get
Hey,
what's genuine
Duchess.
for you. You can't get that. I just said, man, 95 years old, he would not been able to go through all that trauma, all that shit he went through in his life and still be successful if he didn't have the right people around him. Straight
Of course.
Okay. So guess what? You gotta go through 1,000 people to get the right ones. That's the way I feel. I've done that already. I've done that.
My mouse is working on my computer. I fixed it.
Oh, you fixed it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, back to what you were saying, because I just put my computer back on because I can't find. I'm so confused about this couch.
I probably get your picture tomorrow. I didn't get it today. So I'll probably get it tomorrow.
No?
No, I'll probably get it tomorrow. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, really. I didn't get it. I was looking forward to that. Then they got done blaming them.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.
I'm like, did that call just end abruptly? Was there more said? Because it didn't. There was no, you have 1 minute or you have one more minute or whatever. It just kind of ended abruptly, but okay. I know. Okay, let me read this. These two are both very needed. These two are both very needed geriatric children. They both lament on their childhoods and how humble they were, but they were provided for. No global telling warning. They're very immature. They're very immature. That's why they have an immature, most mature people have mature relationships, and not that every mature person gets it right, because we all make mistakes and we all get into but most mature people are operating in elevated relationships, right? Where there's a little bit more commitment involved, or there's just an elevated relationship with themselves. They might be single, dating, enjoying life, and have very open, honest friendships with the opposite sex or the sex that whatever that they are interested in. And it's positive. Okay. These two are in fantasy land. And are constantly, this is like when you're a young person, I'm gonna say it like this. You argue with people about relationships because guess what? You're not getting the relationship that you want from that person, right? Most of us right now who are not arguing with our spouses, boyfriends, significant others is why. Just think about it. Why do you not argue with your boo? You want me to tell you why? Not because everything is perfect, because nobody's life is perfect. But guess what? You're on the same page. You're not arguing with boo because it is what it is. You love each other. You respect each other. You guys are on the same page. Why are there reasons to argue with boo? And I'm talking male or female. Whoever's listening right now, why are you arguing with boo? Because boo's a slore. Boo's a hoe. Boo's a liar. Boo's not doing what they said they were going to do. The relationship isn't, you hadn't married me yet. You hadn't done this yet. You hadn't done that yet. It's the relationship isn't where the relationship needs to be. That's why that's why they argue about relationships. Because the relationship is not, they're not on the same page. Doesn't mean they don't like each other. It could mean they don't like each other, but it doesn't have to mean they don't like each other. It doesn't necessarily mean that they don't love each other. But when you're not on the same page, it's bothersome. So you can't help but argue. Sonia can't help herself from arguing with Nesto or asking when are things going to change, because she feels like she is investing her time, her money, and herself in showing herself approved to be with a man who's sitting in the county jail. She's being a secretary. She's being a travel agent. She's being a private investigator. She's acting like a wife. She's acting like a friend. She's being a daughter. She's being a bank. She's being a lawyer. She's being every woman. And he still won't give her that promotion. He still won't give her that acknowledgement. She's mad. She's mad at the internet for pointing it out. That she's stupid. She could be going out with 25 guys. Nesto still won't care. Because he's a friend first. They're friends. To him, you're a friend. Now, to you guys in the chat, that's not going to be your type of friend. You don't want friends with him like that. You wouldn't want that type of friend. The friend that wants to use you and stuff like that. Because we're not Sonia. Okay? But yeah, Sonia's confused. She doesn't seem to understand that she has lined herself up for the okie doke. And you got to be okay with that. You got to be okay with that to deal with Ernest Williams. Okay. Okay. It's on some okie dokery. Okay. Okie dokedness. Sonia wouldn't be a friend if he wasn't. Absolutely right. So we're not questioning. Nesto is a using ass man. Nesto only wants females that he can get in their pocketbooks and their panties. Okay. One or both, either coins or cootie cat, or both. Coins, clout, cootie cat. All right. Or one or all. Okay. Sonia wants a man. Sonia thought she was going to replace Shirley Strawberry. It doesn't really matter if it's Shirley, if it's Edith, if it's Boo Boo Bebe, any of these women. He's probably not going to get married again once he gets himself out of this trouble. And if he does, we're going to see how it goes. Yeah, I don't know. For him to be walking around with leather masks and dildos and liquid V, he might like sex, but you know what I'm saying? Men are different from us. I've never been the type of woman to entertain understanding like why men, you know what I mean? Like there's some things I understand about men just from being a woman, but that I don't know. I'm just going to say, I don't know. You know what I mean? That's possible. That you got me stumped on that one. I don't know. I don't know what he likes, but I'm going to be, we know that people in general like sex. So God created sex for us to enjoy it, and make babies. Okay. It feels good for a reason. That we all know, right? But as far as, you know, what he got going on, girl, I don't know. But you got to have some coin, you got to have some clout, and you got to be willing to give up the cooch. Okay? That's what he likes. That's what he wants. If you don't have that, he's probably not going to be too interested in you. Let's see what else. I'm surprised, which I could be wrong. I'm surprised she hasn't been on the internet recently. Have the people in Ohio taken Sonia's phone? That's what we should have done a poll on. Did the people of Ohio take her phone and tell her no calling in while you're here? There will be no calling the YouTube streets while you're up north. Is the baby driving her crazy? Do we need another poll? Let's see. Not many more of you. If you have not voted, there's a link up top. Go ahead and vote. Why has Sonia not come to the YouTube streets? I thought after her tour of her camper van, she hasn't really been back much. Is she coming or going? I don't know. She would know that. Ghetto van lifer. She's a courier service. Wow. Okay. Because she never responded to Dion calling her a wild. He called her more than that, didn't he? Somebody might have told her to have a seat. Okay. Hold on. All right, let me double check. I'm sure it's still I'm sure it's still more than likely no decision yet for hold on a second, guys. Let me check because I hadn't checked it today. Tomorrow will be 2 weeks since Nesto had court, and since the judge, I need to go back and hear what the judge said. I feel like he said that he was going to be making a decision pretty soon, and he was going to email the decision to both sides, and that they would be able to appeal if they needed to. Otherwise, we're going to get this decision out as soon as possible. And as soon as possible has not happened. Let's see. All right. It's still saying under advisement. Does that mean he hasn't emailed to the attorneys? I almost would feel like he would post his decision and then let them formally appeal. But he said he would be emailing his decision. And I don't know, unless he's made a decision and he's left it under advisement. But I mean, the people have a right to know. Damn it. Let me see. It still says under advisement. Anyway. I cannot imagine for the victims how they must feel dealing with this slow ass process. Who may be depressed? Sonia? I think Sonia is definitely depressed. I think she deals with depression and anxiety, which we know she does deal with anxiety. Nesto talked about it. But I feel like she deals in that depression wheel of anxiety, depression, anxiety. I feel like she just goes in and out of either anxiety and depression or both. Wow. He might not get that decision until next year. Wow. Y'all, this was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a lot of relationship talk today, just because that's basically what's going on with these two. They have a very strange relationship where things are said and things are done, but there's a lot that's not said, and definitely lots of things that are undone or not done. Lots of nonsense. And I think that Sonia is the type of person, she does things and she does want something in return. Sonia is not someone who, if Nesto thinks that Sonia loves him unconditionally, he's stupid. Maybe he would like to believe she loves him unconditionally, but she does not. Sonia wants payback. Sonia feels like what she is doing, she is investing, and you don't invest in not your boyfriend. You don't invest in not your husband. You minimally invest in your boyfriend. You invest in your husband, which you would plan to have a future. This man is not even your boyfriend. You're just wasting time and money. That's what I would say. You don't invest in someone who's not committed to you. This guy is still committed to other people. She's stupid. She's a grown woman who hasn't learned the basics, and that's on her. So, anywho, guys, I may be back later. I'm gonna see. Love you guys. You guys want a little Sunday fun day music to let's cleanse the room, okay?
Look at somebody and tell them I believe I will. Anybody got a praise left? Go ahead, this is your time. Hallelujah. God's been good. God's been too good to me. God's been too good to me. Believe I shout. Believe I shout. Believe I shout. Believe I shout. He healed me. He healed me. He brought me. He told me. He kept me. Never left me. Believe I will. Believe I will. Believe I will. I shout now. Shout. 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 Shout.
Guys, have a good day. I will see you later. If you're on the replay, make sure to subscribe, make sure to set your notifications, and hit the thumbs up, if you will.
You can sleep. Side hand, I'll be that too. Because chicks are young and this chick is old. So I'll be the side hand. Thank you, Reggie, for correcting her. I will be the side chick. The mistress, the side chick, the hand. It's whatever. I mean, name calling is what y'all do. You can sleep. Side hand, I'll be that too. Because chicks are young and this chick is old. So I'll be the side hand. Thank you, Reggie, for correcting her. I will be the side chick. The mistress, the side chick, the hand. It's whatever. I mean, name calling is what y'all do.